Good morning, guys. So this video is going to be about me doing an oil change on my S4. How I do it. Let's get it warmed up a bit so the oil flows out nice, quicker. See, it's looking like it's a little rich there. Might have to double check spark plugs on it. I do have to do coil packs. Actually, I haven't done those yet, but the car's been through about 3 sets of spark plugs since I've owned it. It's about 20,000 miles. Anyways, yeah, let that warm up a bit. I'm gonna get the ramps from the truck. Let's get these guys out. Right, ramps are in place, roughly. Let's get the car lined up. Oh, don't want to back up into the truck, that would suck. Let's get these ramps on there, lined up, and then we'll get the car on them. Yeah, for most of you that got your car lowered, you can see how close it is to these ramps. My car is just stock suspension, stock ride height, so I clear them, but pretty close. Definitely close. If I was lowered, I'd probably run some boards, like boards of wood underneath each tire on the front, just to get it up an extra 1.5 inches. Get up on the ramps without scraping, especially if you guys have a lip on there and stuff like that. I'm just running stock bumper. I don't got to worry about that. Oh yeah, that ticking noise. If you guys can hear that ticking noise on camera, I'm not sure, but please comment below what you guys think that is. I have no idea. It comes on and off periodically. Alright, so car's on ramps. I got my crawler down there. Got my oil catch tank. Got my tools, funnel. So for the filter housing, I got a 1.7/16" socket. You could use a big adjustable wrench. Want to, on a ratchet. I got an Allen key, it's a 6mm for the drain bolt or drain plug at the bottom of the oil pan. Got a pick to get rid of the O-rings, get them out. Funnel, roll of shop towels in case things get messy. And oh yeah, I guess I would need oil and a filter. Alright, so I think that should be in my trunk. Let's get that out. There it is. So I'm using Motul 8100 XS combined with a man filter. Get that out. I have those for later. windshield washer fluid. Top that up too while I'm at it. Might as well. Alright, let's get underneath the car and start draining it. Alright, so I'll let that drain out. I'm going to go up top and crack the oil filter housing too. Let's get this drain plug cleaned up a bit. Some of that paper. Alright, so I'm going to grab this socket. Loosen off the oil filter housing. I'm not going to take it completely off. I'm just going to loosen it up a bit so that way it can drain a bit quicker too, allowing air in from the top. I do have an aftermarket oil filter housing. It's from CTS. It's got those grooves in it, I guess, for slightly better cooling. I'm not sure, but much better than the plastic OEM one for sure. Alright, let's get a new filter in there and swap out that O-ring. This is that O-ring I was talking about earlier. So you want to make sure this tab points up. And basically it sits like that inside the cartridge. Took it in there nice. Filter doesn't matter what direction you put it in. And make sure you hear that pop. It's sealed in properly good. Sitting in there nice. So now that's ready to go back in the car. Alright, time to put this drain plug back in. Let's give it a little light first. This oil is just going to keep coming out of it. I've had it draining for about half an hour. Get that hand tight. Give it a little wipe. There we go. Don't know what the torque specs are on this drain plug, but kind of have a good feel for it, and as long as it's putting enough pressure on that crush washer there, be all right. Never leak. Now let's go up to the top side and put that filter back in, the new filter. Alright, so there's that old O-ring, that little tab. So you want to make sure that that points up, basically like this, sitting inside. Goes inside that housing there. Make sure that little tab is pointing up. Nice thing is the filter actually comes with instructions too on how to put that O-ring back in correct way, in the proper way. Alright, so let's get this thing back in there. Yeah, I just wanted to show you what it looks like inside this housing, on the lower half of this housing, before I put the filter on. But you got that spout there, you got that spring. I think there's a sensor in there that monitors oil pressure. And somewhere along the lines there's another sensor that that'll tell you how your level is. So if you need to add a liter, it'll give you a warning light. It'll be yellow to add a liter. This car does consume a bit of oil, but about a liter every oil change, and in my case it's about 5,000 kilometers, 6,000 kilometers. And you'll get a warning light to say like add a liter sometimes, but I do drive a little bit hard. I take it to the track, you know. All right, get this thing in there. Spin clockwise to tighten it down. Use two hands, and then I'll grab that socket to get it firmly in place. Right, grab my socket. There we go. It's tight enough. Not sure how much the torque is on this housing, but because it is aluminum, better than the factory plastic one, I could go a little bit tighter and get away with it. Alright, ready to put some fresh oil in it. Grab the funnel. I just gave the funnel a quick wipe with one of these microfiber shop towels there. You don't want to contaminate your new fresh oil, so rather be safe than sorry. Take out this oil cap. Put it off to the side. Sometimes I like to inspect the hole. Kind of see what this looks like. Put the funnel in there. There are certain funnels that are like designed to get locked in place into that hole, but I just use a basic one. So it's more of a two-hand job. But that's alright. I start out with the big jug first. This car takes, I think this motor takes about 6.5 liters or 6.8 liters. I'm not 100% sure. So I usually start out with the big jug. It's 5 liters capacity. So then I dunk the whole thing in there, and then I top up as needed with the 1 quart bottles. Alright, so I got 5 liters of oil in it. I'm going to put the cap back in. That. And start up and take it down off the ramps. Go. I'm gonna let it run for a bit. Oh yeah, you guys might ask in the comments below about that airbag light. The reason for that airbag light is because I have my back seats removed. Going from home to a track day, you know, want to shave some weight, get better times. So I haven't got a low oil light yet. Oh yeah, if you ever want to get rid of that annoying beep, just hit the cruise control down here. Yeah, and one of the nice things about these cars or these motors is that hardly any mess, you know, doing an oil change in your driveway. Just throw a piece of cardboard down and get a couple of drops on there, but that's not a big deal, and protect your driveway. Car's down off the ramps. I let the oil settle down for a bit. I got about 5.5 liters in it. I'm going to throw on the ignition and check the level. These things don't have a dipstick, so you got to check them electronically what your level is. Just going to hit the push button start without the brake pedal. I'll get rid of the beep. Just hit the windshield wiper toggle switch on the side here. That gets rid of that annoying sound. And then we're going to go into car. We'll go into car systems. Service and checks. Check the oil level. Oh, okay, so it's not up to temp. I guess I gotta run it for a bit first. Okay, let's check the level now. So, almost up to running temps. Shut that beeping off. I'd say that's good enough. Shut her down, wait 2 minutes, come back, and see what the level says. All right, it's been a couple minutes. Let's see. So no foot on the brake. Hit the engine start button. Let's get rid of that beep. Aha. That's what I wanted to see. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to add a liter and check it again. All right, let's check it again. Same thing, hit the engine start button without the brake pedal. Shut that off. Okay, so oil level is pretty close to minimum. Let's double check that real quick. So I'll go into car in the MMI system. I'll go into car systems, service and checks, oil level. Okay, so at that point I'd want to add at least half a liter to be closer to the max rather than closer to the minimum level. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And we're pretty much good to go. Hey guys, so that concludes the video. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again for watching. Just shows you basically how to do an oil change on your Audi that has the same motor that mine does, which is a 3-liter T supercharged engine, V6. But yeah, thanks again for watching, and check out some of my other video on the channel if you want. Got some about that Audi, that Jetta over there, my better half's Jetta. She drives that every day. It's a 2.5 engine in that with the manual transmission. My Tundra in the back there, I got some videos on that too if you want to check that out. Also some Kubota content, ATVing, splitting some wood, getting ready for the season. Later.